tell the class what an integer is?
An integer is any positive or negative number, and zero.
Very good. Today we'll be adding integers, using a number line as a visual, and I've already passed those out for you. Same thing that I've got up here on the board. Once you get the hang of adding using a number line, we will learn how to subtract integers. When talking about adding integers together, there are a couple of rules that you must learn. And I've passed out a worksheet, the same one that I'm reading, that has all of the examples I'll be giving you, so please follow along. Rule number 1, the sum of two negative integers is a negative number. So let's find the sum of each pair of integers, and you may use your number line that I've passed out for you. Come back. So the first step, -2 plus -9. Who can give me an answer? Matt, how about you?
-11.
Great job. So do not confuse the sign of the integer with the operation that is being performed. Remember that -2 plus -9 is -11. It is read just the way I said it. -2 plus -9 equals -11. So let's go to another example. George owes his friend Janine $3. If he borrows another $6, how much will he owe altogether? This problem is quite simple. Just add 3 and 6 and the result is 9. This problem that's on your worksheet can be solved using addition of integers. Owing $3 can be represented by -3, and owing $6 can also be represented by -6. So the problem becomes -3 plus -6 equals -9. So look at your number line on your desk. If we start at 0, right in the middle, and move 3 to the left, we end up at -3. And if we move another 6 to the left, we end up at -9. That's how you use your number line to solve these problems. Let's go to rule number 2. The sum of two positive integers is a positive integer. So 2 negatives makes a negative and 2 positives make a positive. So let's look at some of the examples they have there. Let's go to the second one. +17 plus +5. Again, do not confuse the sign of the integer with the operation being performed. Remember that 29 plus 16 or 17 plus 5 is read +17 plus +5 equals +22. So far, we have added integers with the same signs, both negative or both positive. So what happens when we add integers with different signs? To add a positive and a negative integer, we use these steps to help you solve. Step number 1, you're going to find the absolute value of each integer. Step number 2, you will subtract the smaller number from the larger number that you got in step 1. The result from step 3, the result from step 2 takes the sign of the integer with the greater absolute value. So we'll use those steps to solve the next examples. I know it can get a little tricky, so make sure you're following along. Use the number lines I've passed out to help you. Let's find the sum of +7 and -4. Step 1, the absolute value of +7 equals 7. And the absolute value of -4 equals 4. So now you have 7 minus 4 equals 3. Your last step, step number 3. The number 3 will take the positive sign since +7 is further from 0 than -4. It's also the greater number of the absolute values. So if you start with $7 and you owe $4, you end up with $3. It's the same thing on your number line. You can start at 7, and then you pay them 4, and you end up at 3. Let's go to another example. And I know all of this can get confusing, so does anybody have any questions before we go any further?
No.
Please make sure you ask questions if you don't understand. I don't want anyone to fall behind. Let's find the sum of -9 and +5. Step 1, find the absolute value of negative 9, which is 9, and the absolute value of 5, which is 5. And